Hey guys, welcome to the Craft Treat YouTube channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a beautiful double fold folio with the scrapbooking kits by Craft Treat. You will also see how easy it is to change up the look of your folio by just using different pattern papers. So this is a double folio scrapbook template by Craft Treat. This kit contains two sets of pre-cut bases. You have one in black and one in craft. You see there are all these pieces. They are all already pre-cut and pre-scored. Same here. And there are two sets of 3 magnets each. And then here are some ideas on how to decorate it. When you open this, the inner portion has all the steps of creating this project. You can also refer to the scrapbook templates inspiration page for more ideas on how to put your scrapbook kits together. Here is some more inspiration, and then here is a complete list of all the pieces with the measurements given, so you know exactly how much to cut your pattern paper. And you can use any of these 6x6 pattern papers or a 12x12 inch pattern paper. So the 6x6 inch pad is enough for the whole project. I'll be using the Poppy Lane pattern paper for my black double folio. I've already cut some of the pieces here out of the pattern paper. Now, one of the questions which we got is how to cut the paper to size. So I will just show it. It's very easy. I have this piece and the pattern paper which is going to be stuck on top like this. Now all you need to do is check the measurements here. This is one of the flaps for the waterfall, and the piece measures 4.25 inches by 3.5 inches. So now for the pattern paper, I want to leave a 1/4 inch margin on all sides. So I will just cut this piece to be 3.75 inches and this will be 3 inches. So when I stick it, this is how the piece will look. Another way of doing it is you can simply trace the shape on the back of a pattern paper and just trim around it. Also, I have rounded these corners because I have a corner rounder, but otherwise what you can do is you can just simply trace this curve on the paper and then cut it with a scissor. So now I'm going to do two things off screen. First thing is I'm going to fold these creases and reinforce them with a bone folder, and then I'm going to stick all my pattern papers on top. So now I put pattern paper. This I will put later. This will be our cover and inside. And I'll put the pattern paper here and here. You can put pattern paper here. I haven't put it because most of it is going to get covered by the waterfall, but it's your choice. And then all these little bits also I've put the paper on. Now the first thing that we will start by doing is putting the waterfall together. For that I'm going to just open this out. So this is the rough order in which I want to put the cards. I'll put these aside. Now you'll notice I have only 5 here because the last one will put it in the end, and that is the one which has the magnet. So I'll be fixing that later. Now for the first, what you need to do is just sort of decide on your placement. You take a strong glue. You can either use liquid glue, which is my preferred glue, or you can use double-sided tape. Just remember, whichever adhesive you use has to be really strong. Now what I'm going to do is just leave a little space from the bottom around 1/4 inch, and I'll just press it down. Once it sticks, I'll open it out and I'll use my bone folder to just buff it down solid. Now the next one, you have to align this with this spacing so that you get a 1/4 inch gap between the two, and when you fold it, it falls like this. I'll just keep attaching these flaps till my waterfall is complete. Just remember to align the sides as well. Now I'll repeat the same thing on this side and then come back. The initial part is done. I just put a little bit of glue on top of the magnet. I'll press the flap down. So when I lift this, you'll see there's a little bit of glue here, so I know where the magnet has to go. Now I'm going to use these two strips like this to cover the magnets. So now these two tabs are ready. Now I'll let this dry completely before we move on to the next thing. Now let's do the cover page. I have these two pieces. This is for the bottom and this is for the top, already cut. And this is a tab which is basically going to hold our folio close together. So now the very first thing I'm going to do is put our magnet here. And then I'll cover this with this piece. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I have to make sure that the side which has the magnet is below. This is the side which has the magnet. So it will be stuck like this. This is the back side. Apply the glue generously because you need it to be firmly attached, and then just center it. And I'll take this paper, which is the back portion. You just have to be very careful when you're attaching this because there is a lot of bulk underneath because our whole our waterfall is underneath. Just make sure that you press it nicely and it is stuck well. This is how the closure works. Now I'm going to put a second piece here, put some glue on it. Then we'll put a cover piece. Now our basic folio is complete. I'm just going to add a little bit of a finishing touch to it. Since this cover that we have is extremely bold, I don't want to add too many things because they will not show against a bold background. What I have here is a small tab which I've cut out of black paper, and I'm just going to stick it here. with some double-sided tape, and I have this little piece of chipboard. This is from this set by Craftrete. This is called assorted frames. So you have these beautiful frames and then some lovely sentiments which come along with it. So I'm just going to be using the sentiment from this, not the circle. So let's go through our album. This is the cover. When you open it, you have these two pockets here. Open it further. You have the rainfall cards. I'm going to put the tags into this. So the largest tag goes inside here. And here is our completed double fold folio. You can see that I've gone for a more bold, feminine look with this, the pattern papers that I have used. For my second one, I used the craft kit and I went for a more vintagey but masculine look. I've also used a black mat under the pattern paper. So now you can see how easy it is to just change up the look depending on the pattern papers that you use and the embellishments that you can add. I hope you enjoyed this video and will click on the subscribe button and keep coming back for more fantastic video tutorials. Bye.